Welcome back, folks, for another fun live stream. It is approximately, actually it's Thursday morning, but it's 12:30, so if you're still in like California, it's technically still Wednesday. So we're gonna be loading up some wad cutters here with the 38 special. Currently have Trail Boss loaded up in the Dillon. However, I'm not set completely, 100%. We don't have to use Trail Boss. I just haven't taken it out since the last thing I was loading. Let me pull this up here and see if we're going. How does that work? I still don't understand this live stuff. Ooh, there we are. It's working, I guess. Neato. This is a test. All right. So we have some wad cutters here. A long time ago when I first got started making videos and such, good buddy Booze and Bullets sent me a bunch of bullets and got a bunch of wad cutters from him. So we're going to play with some 148 grain wad cutters. I've never weighed these, but they're probably, 148. 148.8 right there. Nice. What's next? 150.2. 152.2. 150.5. 150.6. And 150.3. So we're right at 153 grains. 150 grains with our wad cutters, which is pretty close to 148. We can still use 148 data, and we'll be just fine, I tell you what. Now I'm going to wait for a little while till some of you get up in here in the chat. Let me know if we should use these Unis Genix primers we've been using recently, or we can try out some CCI 400s. Or some CCI no, those are rifles. 500s or 550s, the pistol primers. Alaska Andy, what is up? How are you? Good evening to you, sir. So, yeah, we're going to be loading some wad cutters. We've got a couple different powders we can try out. We've got 700X Clays, Long Shot, Tight Group, Unique, Trail Boss. 700X, did I say that? A couple options here. I'm just going to be using the brass from last week as well. We got 50 pieces here, and they don't even look dirty at all. This was with Trail Boss, so it's pretty clean burning. Very nice. This is brass that was sent in by Chuck a couple weeks ago. So we're going to be using these right here. Whoopsie. Let me actually pull out the old load manual here and we'll look at some data. All is good. All right, brother. Good to hear. Oh, wow, I turned right to it. 38 special. Do we need plus P? No, we don't need plus P. They're wad cutters. Where are we at here? 148 grain wad cutter. Well, I ain't got many of them powders on that page. What's over here? I can do 700X. I can do, well, that's all that. What else do we have? 146 grain. We have a tight group load there we can use. Another 700X load. What's up, James? How are you this evening? Or this morning, perhaps? You're in Ohio, so it's after 1 o'clock there, right? Good morning to you, sir. Any advice on some 38 special wad cutters? We're just looking at some data here, playing around, thinking about some different powders. Whoa. And we are open to, suggestions. Yeah, plus P wad cutters. Okay, fine. Let's look at it. Let's take a look here. They would be, sort of cool for a defensive load or a, I don't know, close quarters, campsite firearm or something, Wad cutters would probably hurt a little bit. So they've got data for Solo 1000, Nitro 1000, Accurate number 5, and True Blue. Let's see what Hornady's got. Doing good. It's 130. Okay. I thought so. We're already set up for Trail Boss. I forget what it was throwing. It was in that last video I did with the 158 grain semi-wad cutters. You only do semi-wad cutters. Well, these were actually sent to me by Booze and Bullets, so I have to use some of these up. Is there a standard order that the cartridges are listed in? Because I always feel like the manuals are always in a different order. 9 Luger, 357 Sig, 38 Super. There it is. Alrighty. Where are we at? 148 grain bullets. Has anyone ever used the Hornady lead Frontier loads or rounds that they have? So we got tight group and unique. Those are the two that I have. 3.5 grains of unique, indicated as the plus P load. Watch out. But tight group, we can get an extra 50 feet per second. Dang, girl. But that's probably out of a 6-inch barrel. No, 4-inch barrel. Okay. But yeah, out of my 2-inch barrel, probably would, get sufficiently less velocity. But wad cutters are meant to go fast, right? They're supposed to just go woo. You can see them float down range right into the paper. The tight group load starts at 1.9 grains. That's like so itty bitty. That's funny. So what do you guys think? 700X, tight group, Trail Boss, Clays, and whatever else I forgot. Unique. What do you think, James? What do you do for yours? If you were to have a wad cutter. And also, what primer should I use? Do we want to do these again? Which I had a 100% success rate out of 4 guns so far. Or should we use the CCI 500s? Or the 550s for whatever reason. We can go Magnum primers. Don't know when I close the book, I'll still need it. David Smith with the 700X. I quite enjoy some 700X, I'll tell you what. Okay, let me just find the book that I found the data in. Wasn't the Hornady book. Probably back here in the not plus P section from the Lee manual. They actually made a new, they updated their Lee manual. It still says second edition, but they revise it like every other year. So it used to say 15,000 loads, and now they're at 35,000. So they might not advertise it like Hornady or the other guys, but it is updated quite often. Wad cutters are usually target loads, so let's go plus P for giggles. Well, James, let me see if we can whip up a 700X load here. Okay, we start at 2 grains of 700X and go up to 2.5 for the 148 wad cutter. That'll give us 804 feet per second with whatever the hell barrel they started in. They don't even tell you. They don't even tell you what their barrel length is. They tell me what their shell holder is, but not the barrel length. That's just kind of silly now. But yeah, we can do anywhere from 2 to 2.5 grains of 700X. That'll probably give me a whopping like 500 feet per second out of my 2-inch barrel, or 1.8 or whatever it happens to be. Ooh. Okay, so we have an option for 700X, and let's just look up our plus P options just to entertain that. What does Clay's say? Clay's is the one I already tested, which worked fine. They were totally just floating right along though. They were going pretty slow. Super light too. It was like a little cap gun, just boop. I need to look at my Alliant book for some unique data. Let me look at the phone here. The internet always knows. Alliant unique 38 special wad cutter data. Look, it's that easy. Or, well, you know, if I type it right, it's that easy. Let's check out the Alliant website. How about that? Just go to the manufacturer. 38 special cowboy action. Okay. They only list bullseye. That doesn't help us. Although bullseye would be cool to have someday. .38 special. Just bullseye. Can't you look up by powder? What the heck, Alliant? Or if anybody wants to link it in the chat, because I'm a dummy and can't find it. Dang it, just bullseye, red dot, and sport pistol. Shucks. Okay, well, where did I see unique at? I was in the Lee manual. What the heck? Sorry, I've been up for like, 20 hours or something. You use Bullseye for your 38 snubby. I've never tried Bullseye. It's always, you know, recommended. It sounds popular. Where the hell did I see Unique at? Was it in the plus P section? Ooh. Okay. So for a 146 grain jacketed bullet, we can use 4.5 to 5.1 grains, which will give us 957 feet per second if I had a barrel equal to whatever length their barrel happens to be. So we can do Unique for the plus Ps. We can do 5 grains of that, or we can do like 2.5 grains of 700X. Is there a way to like set up a poll or something? How do we do that? Everybody just yell at me. Which one should we do? 700X or Unique? I guess I need to get this Trail Boss out of here while you guys fight over what we're going to do. And if you've never switched powder on your 550 before, this will be locked in there. And then you raise it up about halfway, and then you can pull this pin out of the bottom. And then your arm is loose and it comes right out. Woo! Set that aside for now. Now we can pull our pins on the top tool head holder locker inner thingies. And then you guys get to watch me spill this stuff everywhere. I should get like a larger funnel or something, but you know. Yeah. Be very careful. I also need another can of compressed air, just to make sure I get all the little donuts and flakes out of my powder measures. If you deep seat the wad cutters, use wad cutter data. I think the plus P is Unique data actually, so we should be good. Maybe. Where'd it go? We'll have to double check that, but good point. Little donuts, everything gets stuck under the little baffle in there. So you got to make sure to bang on it, and you can actually actuate it from up top. Oh yeah. I had to call that all right. And then yeah, we'll throw that back in. We can put our pins back in to lock our tool head into place. And then we have to put these back together, feed this through at an angle. You can't see because the camera's not watching. And then we come back up with our ram about halfway, and then we can set it back down. Now our powder measure's empty. And then make sure to put the lid back on your old powder so you don't knock it across the table. That would be fun, right? Okay. Yeah, so that Unique says jacketed bullet. So I don't have the plus P data they have for wad cutter. I don't have the plus P powders they have, so we might be with using the 700X. Yeah, so we can do tight group, clays, or 700X. And actually tight group I don't even have a lot of, so it'd probably be hard to use on the Dillon. So We'll go with 700X because that was suggested by David earlier. So we can go up to 5 or 2.5 grains. Start at 2 grains. Should I just set it for like 2.3 and be good? Just call it because they're plinkers and it's not gonna hurt nothing, you know. It's crazy, this tight group load. It's 100 feet per second faster, but it's 5,000 CUP less. I'm sorry, I'm a liar. Tight group is listed in CUP. Everything else on the page is PSI. Why do they do that? That makes no sense. That's just silly. Okay, so we're going to use 700X. What primers are we using? We got CCI 500s, 550s, if you want to go Magnum, or the Bosnian Unisgenics there. Woo! Which again, so far I've had 100% success rate. No complaints at all. I gotta write that down. 2.3 700X. Let me get a writer downer thing. Swear I had like a post-it note somewhere. Well, we'll just use the original post-it note, you know, the 8.5 by 11. 2.3 700X. Sweet, good deal. Now I need to set up a dummy round because I don't think I have one. So I need an extra piece of grass. There we go. This one happens to be Winchester. Ooh. What's up, Thorzax? How are you this evening, Dave? Alright, I need my little buckets here. Ooh, maybe you have a good recipe here. We are doing some wad cutters. 150-ish grains, 148, 150. And we're probably going to go with 700X. It's going to be fun. 2.3 grains. Okay, so we got a dummy round. First we have to resize and decap and do all that so it can hold a bullet. And this is already set up to properly flare. Pull him out. See if we fit up in yonder way. Oh yeah. Might need just a hair more actually. A little crooked. Dope. Alright. Well, let's we can do this. First we must loosen up our powder dispenser measure thingy. Then we have to also loosen up this guy down below. Oh shoot, that's a Lee lock ring. Ha! Oh, come on. Well, let's get this out of the way real quick. We have the Cass Lyman book. Your book says 2.7 to 3.3 for 700X. I do not have the Lyman book, but that's interesting because that starts over the maximum in the Lee book here. It doesn't say that it's cast wad cutter though, but here at the bottom 700X 2 grains to 2.5. Interesting. Thing you hate about Dylan. This guy right here. What's up, Uncle Jim? How are you doing? I wish I had some bullseye, Dave. 2.7 a bullseye, that's your go-to load. 700X, unique, 231. Depends on the recoil. I gotcha. I do have unique though, but I couldn't find like lower speed data for unique. Oh God, not the Lee manual. What's wrong with the Lee manual? They just updated it for 2021. Come on, it's like brand new. I worked hard on that. Okay, anyways, this stupid powder measure with my Lee lock rings. Right? Maybe I can get it with my fingers. Nope. We'll just use this big ass wrench here. Beep. Okay, which way is down? Oh, not loose yet. You guys get to see how mechanically inclined I am. It's going to be awesome. James says you like the Lee manual. Okay, I'm actually going out because I'm taking the lock ring with me. Okay, so we'll take that out a bit and then come down with this while holding all the other crap still. Okay. See how crazy we got. Watch this be a big old trumpet. Ooh. Actually, that's not too bad. Did we do anything? Actually, that's a lot better. Woo. Manual is too rough for toilet paper. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. All right, what do we think? More flare, less flare? Perfect flare? 99? No, well, we'll go a little more. A little more. Beep. Oh, shoot. All right, there we go. About another quarter turn or so. And I'll try with another piece of brass just to make sure. Oh, wait. Didn't have the thing in, so we got to go back down. Okay, we're happy there. That's just dandy. Now let's try another one. Oh shoot, got a sizer first. Come on, dummy. Bloop. All right, trying the expander here on a second piece of brass. Yeah, we'll do it. I'll take it. Cool. So now we'll move around and have a somewhat inaccurate dummy round. Okay. Okay, we're about 8 miles long. Does anybody shoot them out there? We've got about 3 grooves to go. Put that locator pin back in before I lose it. Getting tired, 2 a.m. there? Well, that's totally reasonable, Mr. Pollard. I won't keep you hostage. Yeah, that was like 4 turns up here and I only got 1 band, so we'll try again. Whoop. Ooh, we're getting there. It's 11 there. You're in Washington? Is that right? Okay, just a little more here. Then I need to secure my powder measure. A little more. A little more here. What do you think? Is that sufficient? And then we'll crimp it? Or do we need to go down a little further? I think just a hair more. Okay. Good enough. See what it looks like with the crimp. Yeah. I seeded it so many times we took off some powder coat, but it'll be fine. Nice and crimped up top there. Oh yeah. Let's plunk it here off screen so I don't get banned for handling a firearm on the stream, right? How freaking ridiculous. You know, want to hear something funny, guys? I didn't size the freaking bullet, so it's like 360 or something. Ha! I need to go down and size these. Ha! We can do that there right here. No problem. We can size these. YGK 38 shoots so high it looks like it has a tail front side, tall front side. That's just how it was set up for my dad, or how he had it or whatever. It's actually his, so I've just been babysitting it for a while, and I don't want to mess with anything because it's not mine. So there you go. All right, 358. Let's try this here. Get the old Lee sizer out. Here, I'll move you guys over here in a second. Gotta move all my crap because I didn't size any of these. What a dummy! We're just gonna do 50 though, so get out the old tray here. Counting for dummies right here. Woo. Well, there we go. Look, we're like 30% of the way. Tank got gas in it. Oh God, so loud. Okay, well yeah, so at least my seating depth is set. So we can go from there. I've got one little blue guy in there. Should I give the blue one a nickel piece of brass? We have one little unicorn. We'll see if we can get a bullseye with him. Boo! And if we do, then, you know, I get like a gold star for the day or something. Alright, let me move some of this crap and I'll get situated and move you guys over here and we can size up some bullets. Gotta move the mic. Gotta bring my stool over. Going on a field trip. Hope I don't disconnect the webcam by moving this. Okay, good, we're safe. Now I don't have any room to get in here. Usually I have, if I'm on this press, I'll try and put the camera here because it's hard to, you know, do that. No worries, we shall prevail. Just stare at this for a second. There we go. Let's try it. We'd be done by now. Jim, I can't count to 50. I don't have that badass little counter that you do. So I said this was my counting for dummies. Counting for dummies, there's 50. Can't mess that up. Oh. Now they're stuck in these holes though, so they're kind of hard to get out. Let me just dump them in this tray real loud. Size to a 359 on your wad cutters. Interesting. Loaded some cast 300 black tonight, no lube or powder coat. James, you madman. These are sizing pretty easily. Dummy. What did you load up, James? Which bullet was that? Or yeah, cast zinc? Question mark. Tricky with your words there, mister. Zinkers. Nice. You said you had a, no, you loaded them. Measure one. That's a good idea. Let me do them all so they're at least the same if they're incorrect, right? They might actually be sized. I'm getting like no resistance on pretty much all these. So I don't know why we didn't fully plunk into the old Smith & Wesson over here. It's probably dirty. It's probably really freaking dirty. Three different bullets. 2 Lyman 180s and a Seiko 196. Yeah, they might already be sized, Dave. Let me actually look at it. They don't look like they've been sized. 115 and 117. That is pretty cool. Do you know what the BHN of zinc would be? Or how you translate that, or what the hell? Okay. Well, let's measure some of these. Are we even allowed to reload on stream? Am I gonna get banned or anything stupid? Because I saw some other people doing it, right? Are they gonna change their mind right about now? Who knows? Oh well, screw them. Yeah, measuring tools. Let's get this thing over here. Put up this crap here. Oh, wrong way, dummy. There we go. Loud sounds. 40-ish BHN. Dang! Need this. So did we decide that we were doing 700X and somewhere between 2 grains and 4 grains or whatever James had? Let me scroll up here. .7 to 3.3. Okay, so that's a whole grain higher than I was thinking. Interesting. Okay, we can use the crappy digital ones, which are super crappy, but we'll see if it works. Oh, looky there. Are we small, or is the stupid caliper off? 375 maybe? Eh. 0.5. See, this thing likes to drift. 0. Well, that one did say 380. Let's try the blue guy. Yeah, 3575. Okay. You know, I just closed them and it went from negative 0.05 to 0, so. See, sometimes I'm getting 357. Sometimes 3575. Let's try the Lyman calipers. Oh. 3575. They're so hard a cat can't scratch them. I've never heard of anything compared to the hardness of what could and couldn't be scratched by a cat, but that's very interesting to note. Looks like 3575 again. Yeah. How do we like the 550s? Oh, you're having problems with the priming. Have we changed the tip of the priming tube or loosen the retaining nut a bit at the top? I have messed with some stuff. There's actually a little cuppy thing at the bottom that catches it, and it's got like a little mangled corner on it, so it doesn't fit perfectly flat when they land on it. So I'm pretty sure that's it, and I could just send them an email and they'll send me the little itty bitty plastic piece that's maybe this big. The BHN of these, Uncle Jim? No idea. These came from Booze and Bullets several months back. Back in my day when I started making videos.
The kind Mr. Booze and Bullets sent me a package.
And I tried some of them, and now we're trying some more. Okay, I guess I need to make another dummy. And I guess I need a 51st one. Boop. Dang it. I gotta get my sizing die out to do one more. What an idiot. Actually, let me try one that's not even sized. Let's try this. Fingernail one. Alrighty. Turn it on. And it's at 0.00005. Okay, yeah, definitely 359, 3585. So they're not sized prior to, you know, where I'm at right now. Okay, it'll only take a second. Not moving the camera again though. You can stare at the mess on the desk. I'm gonna do like 5 more just because I don't want to have to do it again. Okay. Oopsie. I always do that upside down. And time! That's how long it approximately takes to size a bullet, I guess. Okay, back here we'll make another dummy. Ugh. Shoot him at 359 if it were you. Well, I just tried to plunk the very first one that we had, and it didn't go all the way down, so... So it might be too large, or my cylinder might be dirty as hail. Okay, trying this here, dummy. Come on. There we go. Okay. 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 Now let's try to plunk this one. Oh yeah, perfect. See, listen. I can move it up and down, and that plunks perfectly now, but the first one I was larger did not. So, I guess we had to size them. But now, we're sized, we have our seating die set. We're going to use 2.3 grains of 700X. Woo! Shoot them at 359. If it real soft, no bounce back, or your sizer is too small. Hey, she said it was a decent size, Uncle Jim. Okay, let's fingernail the heck out of this, even though it's coated. Let me find one with a little bit peeking out. Okay, so here's a little corner. Not a bathrobe. Your gym shorts. Alright, I cannot fingernail this guy. It's tough. Oh, maybe. I'd say it's pretty tough. I've fingernailed a few, and it just, or not a few of these, but you know, some you can tell when it goes in real easily. So they're a little harder than fingernailable. That's what you did. Change the plastic tip. They wear out over time. Don't wrench down on the nut at the top. Yeah, mine, I usually try and keep it looser. So this is, you know, it's not fully, like right back here is where it would lock down all the way. It's usually kind of looser, so it's not pushing down on it. But who knows? It's probably just that little piece I need to switch out. What's up, Arizona? How you doing? Is this one of those sleep is for the dead loading sessions? Well, you know. Sure. Just a random stream I thought I'd do. I'll be out of town for the rest of the week, so no chance for the range or anything like that. I figured I'd hop onto here. Alright. Got all my crap in here. Yep. Don't look at my junk drawer, okay? Or that junk drawer. Okay, what primer should we do? Should we do 500s, 550s, or the Unis Genixes? And yes, comfort, Uncle Jim, comfort. Fruit punch with caffeine in it at approximately 1 a.m. That's great, right? Is the chat actually showing up on the video in the corner there? I forgot I added that. Bosnian all the way. I've been enjoying the Genix primers. 100% success rate so far. 200 rounds. I can make it bigger. Let's see here. Oh, there's some chat for you. Okay. 700X. Let's find where that is. Before you got started this morning, you sharpened your chain for the saw in the bathrobe. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got to put Trail Boss away, get rid of that crap. Excuse me, chair holding camera. And we need some 700X. This is probably more than a pound actually, because they come in 17-ounce cans. But I had one that was like down to here that I just dumped into this one. So I might actually have a whole pound of 700X, even though they come in smaller than pound jugs. Alright, so we're going Bosnian priming. 2.3 700X. Genix. Yeah, there's my load data. You just write it on the old 8x11 there. Should we use our standard capacity, lightweight RCBS primer flip tray or our high-speed tactical match grade elite primer flip tray? Probably help if I move this back over. Sorry for the noise. Oop. Yep, all tangled up here. Camera looks like poo. Thing needs to focus. Focus! That usable there. The Dylan flipper, them things are nice. Isn't it like brass? It's all nice and heavy. And if you like drop it or set it down, they don't bounce everywhere because it's not crappy plastic. Someday, Uncle Jim, I'll get me a Dylan flipper. I actually have 2 of these RCBS ones for some reason. Look at all the primers we can flip, guys. Wow. How many primer flip trays does a guy need? What, is he compensating for something? Okay, move this powder out of the way. We'll get our primers going. Move this silly book. Gotta clean up the workspace here real quick, folks. Whoops. Okay. We'll put our bullets into our bullet tray because that's what it's for. There we go. Used, never buy a new one. Who the heck sells off their Dillon flipping trays? And yes, James, you have got to get your own match grade tray. I tell you what, it's the secret the shooting industry does not want you to know about. Guaranteed to reduce your group size by a percentage. You'll have to try it and find out. Okay, sorry folks, just moving crap everywhere. Don't even have room to flip my primers. I guess you need to see that action, right? Whoop. He's a primer flip wizard. There has to be a twist. Exactly. You've seen 3 for sale at once. Like a 3-pack? Or 3 on the shelf? Well, that was the fastest they've all turned over. Incredible! Ooh. Can anyone calculate that in gunbroker dollars? I have no clue. Don't drop it, dummy. Woo. Okay, get them in the middle there. Keep a dang stool, where are we? Oop, kicking the camera. The what? That was fast, right? Those are Red Republic primers. They are indeed very red and very of the Republic. Someone commented and they're like, where did you get that? I'm from Bosnia. Like, I don't know, man, some dude locally. We traded stuff. How about that? Do you guys ever get that last one to stick in the bottom there? Yep. Oh yeah. Give her a tap. Make sure we're clear down the pipe. I'm not going to worry about flipping that over because we can tell what's happening. Okay. Here's our 50 brasses. Oh good, I just got a notification on screen there. It says my Chewy order shipped. Now the puppers can eat, yay! Use the rod to poke it down. The last one that gets caught or like, let them fall, what are you saying? Okay, get rid of all this crap we don't need. Okay, yeah, there we go. Into the trash we go. Here's our 700X. Woo. I actually like 700X quite a bit. I bought it once because it was like really cheap and it was the only thing on the shelf. And I've used it for 38s, for 9mm for 35 Remington for some 308 cast loads. Pretty good stuff. Okay. Use the rod to poke it down. I try, but it's like it doesn't touch it enough. Ugh. Listen to old people. I am listening. Part of why I'm here is because I'm dumb and I have to ask you guys questions. Maybe not dumb, just uneducated, okay? I bet you guys watch my videos and you're just like slamming your heads into the keyboard going, no, oh my God, why is he doing that? Okay, we need powder, so I need any dummy. Here we go. Bloop. Need some powder. Are we using the unisex primers for Pride Month? Oh, that was the comment of the night right there, Mr. Corey. Let me collect myself real quick. That was awesome. When is Pride Month? I don't keep up with these things. Unisex primers. Yeah, buddy, that was good. Okay, here we go. Here's a look at our beautiful 700X. It's the flaky guy. Woo! What's up, Johnny? How are we doing? All right, we're gonna fill this up without spilling it everywhere. Woo! Oh, also, this is set for Trail Boss, and it's gonna give me like 30 grains of this, so I have to screw that in quite a bit, and it might be too late. Oh well, we're going for it. We could do a remake of Tommy using dummy round, a reloading rock opera. Well, sure, I'm down. As long as I'm not in it. All right, let's gotta figure out which way to turn this bad boy. I still need to lock it in. Also, I got the 3D printed little knob. Totally sweet. It says plus or minus and tells you which way to go. Do they have Straight People Month? Well, apparently the other 11 months are for, you know, us other weirdos. Okay, minus. We're going to give it like 8 turns here. Blah, 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 blah. Still probably going to get about 30 grains. Let's tighten this up a bit. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, got her locked in. How much powder do you think we're gonna get, guys? Whoop. Also need to get out the crappy scale that's gonna get hit by the air conditioner, but we're not using anything too hot, so you know, we'll be okay. Should have used an empty case first, but I'll run it a few times because it's got to, you know, settle in a bit. That might actually be pretty close. Yeah, well, we'll see here in a second. And I only need 2.3 grains. That's such a little amount of powder. Whoa. Okay, I'll turn this guy on. 0 grain. Okay. 3.2. Let me try another just to see if we're still that high. Okay. 3.1. And I don't trust this scale hardly a bit, so I think it's plus or minus a tenth. So there's a 3/10 window there that I kind of just give it a forgiveness with because it's POS. And I'll grab the beam scale here to verify, once we get closer. So let's try a half a turn. Whoop. How are you this evening, Mr. Johnny? Staying up late, I take it? Got no distractions, see no buzzers or bells, don't see no lights flashing. That's awesome. Oh God, kick the freaking camera again. Sorry. Earthquake test. Apparently that didn't move it at all. When I moved it a half a turn. I don't believe it. Like I said, this scale is junk. We'll re-zero it. Give her the old on-off trick. Okay. Uncle Jim, can you post again yet? It still says 3.1. What the heck? Let's do it again. Minus. Always got to give it a couple turns every time you adjust it to make sure it settles in. 2.8. Okay, it is going down, so I'm just going to give it another entire turn, wherever that happened to be. What's up, Mark? How we doing? Are you on break at work? Or just slow at work? Okay, yeah, clearly this scale's drifting. It says it was at minus 69. Nice. And then it drifted down to minus 68.7. So that's quite a drift there. Now it's 68.8. What a reliable device. Trust the Dylan over the scale? Yes, me too. So if I can get it in the right ballpark, I know that this will be consistent. See, now the stupid scale says 69.1. What a piece. You're at home? Heck yeah. Off for a couple days, hopefully. Okay. Yeah, now we're at 1.9. Plus a quarter, maybe? Heck, I don't know. Takes a little while to get these dialed in, but once it's dialed in, it's pretty easy to, pretty consistent flowing after that. Hard to meter under 3 grains. They actually make a different charging bar for like ultra small pistol charges. Right now I just have the regular pistol bar in. Alright, what do we got here? 2.3. I can actually fill this up a couple times. If we get 6.9 after 3 of them, then we'll be on the right track here, right? 6.8. So it's even a little on the slow side. What's 4 to 9.2? 9.2, let's see here. 9.1. I think we're good here, fellers. What do you think? 4 throws. That's like, what, 2.28 or something? You had throwers tell you your crappy scale needed 0 before? Yeah. Painting a house for a week and it's finally done. Thinking about casting tomorrow. Heck yeah. I need a casting day. I finally got to, smelt down some of my range scrap. All right, I'm going to try this. We're going to do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello there. Are you in Russia? I don't understand what you're saying, but hello there. 9.1 out of 4 throws. Is he trying to link something we're not supposed to see? One more test. If we get 9.1, I'm going to call it good. Derp. Do you know English? Or how to type in English? 9.3 now. See, this scale's a POS. That's still within our boundaries. Okay. 9.1. Let's see what it does again. 9.3. 9.1. I think we're good. I'm going to call it. Bosnian, maybe. I don't know. I think he actually commented on a video before, but I couldn't translate it. And, this is an English channel, so I'm not sure that we're going to allow those sorts of things unless you can speak in English. All right, one last test. I said it like 8 times now. 3, 4. Okay, we're going to get 9.1 on the dot. You wanted the Bosnian primers back. Are they the ones doing the gun brokeraging? Is he the one behind it? Okay, sweet. Powder measures dialed in. We have our primers. We've got our bullet size. And we have our dirty brass from last range trip. Check U volume to the bullet. That's fair. Where we go? I just had one. Don't want to deprime it first. That'd be silly. Okay. Case fill's way freaking down here. So let me see if I can just point at it. It's like here at the top of my fingernail. And you can probably see the bottom of the bullet here. So there's a pretty good gap in there. Yeah, what do you think? Too much space? Good space? Fair amount of space? Notice with the K38 you're shooting for group size rather than point of impact. Right, yeah, I just used a different point of aim so that they weren't all grouped together. And then I noticed that it was hitting higher from my point of aim. So, yeah. All right, 2.3-ish grains of 700X. Okay, we're going to give her a shot here, fellers. Ooh. Got to make sure we can get all this sweet action for you guys. Maybe something in there. Is it focused? Ooh. Have you guys ran into crimped 38 special brass? I've seen a few of them and I forget what head stamps they are. But why would you want to crimp your 38 special? I need to get that stupid spring set up better. Why is it not lined up? What's wrong with my brass? Oh, I already expanded that one. That was a dummy. There we go. User error. Okay. It's eating our first one here, folks. Oh boy. Whoop. Oh, very smooth. Very nice. It's hard to look down in here and, you know, monitor the powder. So let me get some extra light here that I forgot to turn on the entire time. Ah! Whew. Does that work? Can you see yet? Doesn't matter because I'm going to stand right in the way. I can sort of see down in there now. Uncle Jim has an old K38 there. Nice old girl. It is very nice. It's my daddy's. All right, here we go. We got our first one seated. Make sure I got powder in here since I walked away from the press like a dum-dum and forgot what I was doing. We'll make sure we got powder work good here. Yeah, buddy. Put your locator pin back in. Oh, we need a bullet too. Holy crap. Had a 5 screw and a 3. You guys are talking in terms of things I'm not familiar with, but that sounds like fun. Okay, sweet. Here's our first one. Let's plunk it over here off camera. Oh, it's amazing. Plunking for days. Can you hear the powder shaking? Cool. That works just fine. We had a little scraping of the powder coat, but I'll live, right? Shoots a ragged hole right out of the box. That sounds like something you want. Oh yeah. That one felt hard. Oh, it's a CBC. Are you crimped? I think that was one of the crimped ones. We must push a little harder. Okay, now we're flush. Sneaky bastards. What is CBC? Someone said Magtech, I think. Oh yeah, see that primer just smooth as butter. Not loose, not a loose primer pocket, but definitely not tight like a crimped primer pocket. And again, who's crimping? Who's crimping their 38 specials out of the factory? Come on. Your records say 150 grain wad cutter, use 3 grains of 700X, and you got 890 out of the Ruger Blackhawk. So should I do 50 with the 2.3 or 25 maybe, and then we'll kick it up to 3 grains and have 25 more to test? Because James's data said it went up to 3.3, I think, was the maximum. So that sounds like, you know. Think he has enough powder? I don't know. Is that a thing? Can you have enough powder? I don't know what you're saying here. Yeah, so James said 3.3 max. So if Corey says 3, that sounds totally usable. Should we maybe do that and do 25 of each? just for something else to play with. I mean, I'm just going to shoot these at paper or steel anyways, so, you know. There we go. Has anyone else done any reloading lately? Or any shooting? Have you found any components? Anything showing up on your shelves in your stores locally, your local shop there? Have you perhaps found any primers on the Facebook Marketplace and traded a bunch of stuff for them perhaps? You're like, here, take my firstborn. I need them Bosnian primers. Corey, what size is your barrel, Corey, for your Blackhawk? I know they probably have a standard size that everybody knows but me, but what size is your Blackhawk? Oh God, if you say what size is your Blackhawk, if you say that really quickly, it sounds like I'm saying something else. I'll let your imagination tell you what I might be saying. So how big is your Blackhawk? Mark's heading to the range tomorrow. Heck yeah. Come on. $100 for 1,000 primers at your store. Well, that's still about, you know, $60 past what I want to pay. How long have they sat there, though? Are they still selling out, or have they been there for a few days? Seven and a half inch. That's awesome. $8.90 with a 7.5 inch. See, that sounds reasonable, but I have a 2 or 1.8 inch or something like that. So $8.90 might be a little out of my ballpark. Jim, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to say that. I'm not saying it, Jim. But if you say it 3 times fast while you're looking in the mirror and then you turn around, I don't know what happens. He said they'd be gone soon. Of course he said that because he wanted your $100. I'll tell you what, they ain't going to last too long, brother. Also, I take American Express and Discover and Visa, and checks are good too. $100, come on. That one felt tight too. It's Winchester. Come on, camera. Woo. Maybe not. Felt a little tight there going in the hole. Come on. Good enough, right? Okay, so should we switch to 3 grains? I like trying other stuff out, you know. The other loads I tried with clays were moving pretty slow as well, so it'd be fun to try a hotter load with it. Let me actually see how many we've got here. Ooh. Ow, I hit my toe. Pretty. People are going to feel so dirty when prices come back down. Mm-hmm. Yep. I can't believe what some people are paying, though. Like a year ago, or 18 months now, I was like, I'm not going to pay over this. And it kept rising and rising. And in about January, it hit what I said. So since January, I haven't actually spent money on hardly any, or, you know, basically no primers, unless I got a little single sleeve or something at the local store, because those were only $5.49, I think. And that was pretty much my threshold. So many people have that face. Uh-huh. And then the people that actually don't enjoy reloading, they're going to try and sell all their crap off for super cheap and be like, I got my Dillon 650 all pimped out and 27 pounds of Varget, and I just hate pulling this freaking lever. And they'll sell it for really cheap. So I can't wait for that day. It looks like we only have 15 rounds. So we'll do 10 more and then switch to 3 grains. Sound fair? Here's our 18 a brick. Very nice. I forget who, I think it was Reloader 762 said he was getting boxes of Wolf for $12 a brick, or cases of Wolf at $12 a brick. So that's $60 for a 5-pack. Holy moly. I'd have paid for at least 60 of them. Or, you know, $60 worth. I mean, now, thinking back or whatever, knowing what you know now, you always say, I would have bought more. Should have done this. Should have done that, but I didn't. Okay, there's 2 more. Three, actually 4, and then 5 I'm loading right now. Six. Seven. Eight. Has anyone got primers cheaper than Uncle Jim? So far, $18 is the record. Okay, let me count these because I'm, you know. Obamacare should have taught everyone. See, I just was getting into guns and shooting like right before that, but not into reloading. So I was, you know, did have some ammo and stuff. But after Obama, and then the last several years, I've been into reloading for probably 3 years now, maybe. But I knew it was going to happen, so I got things while I could. Okay, I've got 1, 2. Okay. One more, okay. Yeah. 3, 4, 25. $5 a brick at a garage sale? What? That's pretty awesome. Were they old primers, or were they like within the last decade of when you purchased them? Okay. 24 and 25. So, I'm going to pull this out, dump this powder. It has a new primer, got to remember that. And so does this one. I should have stopped, but I'm a dummy. Okay. Don't need to change the seating depth. But we need to open up our powder measure here to 3 grains. Inherited a 44 mag the hard way, but you're not going to pay $60 for a box of ammo and can't find large pistol primers. So, yeah, I feel ya. Luckily, I have enough things for the stuff that I shoot. I don't have to worry about it for the next period of time. But you could always have more, right? I keep saying it, but whatever. That's when you started to stock up. You bought something every paycheck. Yeah, that adds up quick. If you just buy, you know, back when powder, oh God, back when powder was $25 a pound, it didn't hurt if you got one of those every 2 weeks or once a month. Or when it was $33 for primers, like James said, you know, that doesn't hurt too bad if you get one every once in a while. They add up. Stocked up long before the election. Lesson learned. Nothing wrong with you guys. You got caught up in it. Yeah. Especially if you're even newer than I am. That totally sucks, and I feel bad. I mean, I personally don't care about, you know, whatever, but it sucks to be in their situation. Because we've all been there. Tended to use large rifle with it being a revolver. The only issue I can see with that is that the height of a pistol and rifle for the large varieties are different. So either it'll stick out too far or your firing pin might not hit it. I forget which way that goes, but I know they're different sized. .44 mag is awesome if you cast and load. All the pistols are awesome to cast and load for. Found a few estate sale deals. Heck yeah. You could trade your large rifle for large pistol, right? I don't shoot anything with large pistol, and I shoot very little large rifle, but I think I'm even good there. Especially when you only have like 100 pieces of brass for your gun. It's easier to ration out that way. Corey, I'm not actually sure which way it goes, if the pistol or the rifle primers are bigger, but I read that's why you can't or aren't supposed to interchange them. I'm sure if you test it in your own gun, then if it works for you, you know, it's totally possible. Okay, what is it? I gotta crimp the last one here. Right. Now we're going to 3 grains. So we'll open this up. Plus about half a turn, maybe. Oopsie. Pretty good at kicking my old camera there. All right, let's run this a few times. Some factory is expensive, so more awesome to load. Yeah, totally. Like if you shoot for a 50 whatever, or you know, even a 44 whatever, all that stuff is way more than if you load for it. Wait till this time next year, loading stuff will be back down. Yeah, I think we're about within that time period. I think a year is about where we're at this point. All right, we're gonna fire up the old crappy scale. Come on. Come on. Okay, guys, don't blow me up. James said 3.3 max, and Corey said 3 was cool. So, you know, hopefully someday in the future, people don't look back at this video and say, this stupid dummy just took their data and blew himself up. I'm kidding. I trust you guys. 2.6. We'll try a few more. That'll be 5.2 if that's accurate. Okay, it says 5.6. Maybe it's not settled in yet. Oh yeah, the gas will be another story. Yeah. You're not lying. Next thing you know, you buy guns so you can load for them. Yep. I've heard that. Okay. Looks like we're at 5.6 out of 2 throws, which is 2.8, I think. If I can math right. Okay, 2.8. We'll go up a little more. Turns into a sickness. Well, this is one of those good sicknesses, right? We'll run this a few times. See how close to 3 we are. $2.9. Almost all the data you use is from a Lyman Cast Handbook. I really need to get that. It's one of those good manuals that has all the powder manufacturers and like every bullet shape. Okay, there we go. That's not right. We need more. Beep. Yeah, I don't have the Lyman manual. Shame on me. But since nobody really, not nobody, but far fewer people cast than people that just buy factory projectiles, so the Cast Lyman Handbook is always available everywhere. So one of these days, I'll totally grab that up. Probably next, actually. That'll be my next book. 1, 2, 3. This should give us 9 grains here. 8.8. Little more. Okay. Boop. If we end up a little short of the 3, I won't be too upset. Okay. 6.0 with 2. That should put us at 3. And then we can load up the rest. Perfect. All right. I also need to take this tape off that says Trail Boss. Don't want that in there. But I'm going to label this side really quickly as 2.3 grains. Really wish I had a dang old sticky note somewhere. We can just use tape, right? Tape and a pen. Okay. 700X. Oh, it's one of those pens that don't work. 700X. 2.3. Perfect. get Ken Waters Pet Loads. It's a wealth of information. A good manual will save you money. All right. I've never heard of that one. Is that like a really popular one for casters that I should know about? Probably. All right, we'll put 3 grains on the other side here. If I really wanted to, I could write with a Sharpie on the cases, but they're not flying out of a semi-auto or anything, so I'm not worried about getting them mixed up. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that, 25 of them. Oh yeah, girl. And then we'll lock that up so I don't knock it over like an idiot. And we've got 2 primed cases, so I'll have to start that on stage 2. Then leave stage 1 open for a minute until I get the second already primed case back in. Okay, here we go. 3 grains coming in hot. Let's check our case fill now. A little bit higher. It's probably up to here now compared to like down there. So a little bit better case fill. Very nice. Now we can put our other primed one. Put in our seating pluggy thing. There we go. Okay. We're ready to rock, fellers. Maybe if I could put that one in. Come on. Come on. Come on. Was it this guy? Was it that one? Oh. It was in the whole time. We just had too much girth. Another CBC. What the hell? Are these one of those, like, brass plated aluminum cases or something ridiculous I've seen with 9mm? That stuff is silly. Okay. Make sure we got powder back here. Beautiful. Cool. Now I can get back in a groove here. Come on. Ken wrote articles for Reloading Magazine for 35 plus years. He has a lot of information on what works and what doesn't. Well, that sounds like somebody that I should probably read about. Thank you, Dave. I'll have to look into that. Lots of room, looks similar to 231. I've never used 231, but I've heard it's a good classic. CBC is good. Shot awesome groups with that brass. Nice. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. I just feel like the last 3 that had really tight feeling primers have all been CBC. So who knows? CBC is cheap, I think. I mean, all of it's cheap if it's free, right? Yeah. The only brass I've ever paid for was some 308 brass. But I don't even have that rifle anymore. So I've got 200 pieces of ABM match awesome 308 brass. Need to see you sleeping with a pound container of 231 like a teddy bear. Heard the CBC 223 primers were hard to seat. have a ton of those in my pile of 223. I've just never loaded any, I don't think. Heck yeah. We're getting kind of close to that last primer. I think we've got 10 or 15 more. Do you think it'll stick? I feel a sneeze coming on. This could be fun. I'm trying to ignore it. Down to a jug and a half of the 231. No! Someone drop ship Uncle Jim some 231. Stat. This is of top grade. Oh shit. Ha! That's what you get for staring at the stupid computer. Wah, wah, wah. It's okay. You guys can laugh. Go ahead. Do it. I'll laugh at myself. It's okay. Let's see if we can salvage this, okay? Okay, we're not... Ew. Okay, it's not horrible. We're just a little oblonged now. Just a little off kilter there, you know, nothing too serious. Okay, let's see if it'll... Am I going to screw something up trying to put this back in? Nope, okay, good. Look, it's perfect. We're going for it. It'll be fine. See, that's what I'm thinking, Uncle Jim. Let's make sure I didn't dump powder in here already. Okay, that one's clear. We didn't just double charge ourselves. All right. Can we redeem it? Oh, it went straight up in there? Oh, shoot. No. But I bet... All right. Round 2. I'm going to dump this powder. We're going to fix this. Okay. This one has not been primed yet. Back in the shitty box. Did that one get crimped? Crap! Need to find that one. Okay, I'm just going to try and size the neck. Or just try to get the bell back closed up a little bit, but it's probably too wide to fit in the die. Ooh, okay. Oh, yep. What do we got? Okay, we're done for. We're done. She's a goner. Okay, I'm saving the dang primer though. Watch this. Okay, let's take off the tray here. This will be the first one that jumps out also, and I won't be able to find it. Doop. All right, here we go. Catching the primer. Look, guys, I'm recycling, you know, like 18 cents here. If we were to gun broker this, bet. Oh, are you kidding me? It punched the anvil out, and then I just dropped the cup. And it bounced off my foot. Is this it? That one's a spent primer. Screw it. -1. We're only going to have 24 of these. Whatever. Okay, in the trash that goes. But I needed a nickel piece anyways. Oh, it's a cluster! No, we're going to take a deep breath, everybody. Just calm down. The dumpster fire is just barely smoldering. You know, it's not a raging inferno just yet. So we're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to drink some water, find a piece of nickel brass to put in my blue bullet. All right. That was easy. Nickel brass. Boom. Total loss. Yeah. Oh well. I'll live. Okay. We're now regrouped. We're going to put the seating pin back. This one has a primer, so we'll go to stage 2 to throw some powder. Try my recycling skills. Well, I just tossed the anvil, and I don't know where the cup is. It's down there somewhere, but so many... You know how they just fly out of this little thing for no reason at the top, and they just go, poo! Fly out. Who needs anvils? I don't know, do you? Doesn't that create some kind of friction against the compound when the hammer hits it and then it goes by? Or is the hammer hitting the cup enough? I don't know. Okay, powder here. That's our only primed one. And here is a dirty piece of brass we need to size. Perfect, we've reset. Oh yes, very nice. Back to your regularly scheduled program here. I said I wanted to check my powder, but it looks good. Looks just fine. Novus Reloader. Yes, sir, I'm awake. What are you doing? Well, that one's spent too. Do you have any public land to shoot on? Well, I think our range is actually owned by the county or something, and it's only open a few days a week. Otherwise, they have like training for the police and all that stuff through the week. Any publicly, there is some, what do they call it? Department of Wildlife or Resources or something. Something like that. There is some of that land you can go hunting on, but there was one range, I think, 30 miles away or something, and I heard bad stories about that place, so I'm gonna stay away. Don't powder coat with Bullseye. It's been proven to eat powder coatings. Yep. Wouldn't buy it if it was a powder coater. 231's a better choice. That's actually, I do remember people saying that the Bullseye was having adverse reactions with their specific powder coats. So thank you for the reminder. Screw Bullseye. I ain't getting none of that next time I see it. Just got off work. Weekend starts a few minutes ago. Heck yeah, brother. That's always fun. My weekend kind of starts, but I have to work, so, you know. It's kind of like a weekend. Are your pens walking out? Which pens, James? Oh, I missed part of the chat. Ha! Such thing as oversized trigger group pins for the AR. Are your pins walking out? Yes, on pins. Well, it's all cattywomp. Oh, no! He's got them cattywampus pins. Poor feller never had a chance. Okay. I don't like feeling resistance. Who's not in the right hole? There we go. It's so much easier when you're lined up. Maybe they should call it brown eye. Oh, Jim. You know, they could. Just make a new label and stick it on your bottle.
Yeah, the old classic, the brown eye. Yeah. Shot some of my best loads with the brown eye.
Wait, can you say that? MCK's pens are cattywampus. Ooh. Mark James is starting some crap. He called your pens cattywampus. I feel like I have more projectiles than brass. But that's because you're like 3 behind on the brass. I always kind of forget about that. Are gay jokes okay during Pride Month? Well, unfortunately, I'm not the judge of those kinds of things. But if I were to say the things that I thought about sort of things like that here on the tubes, you know, other things might happen as a result of saying things. The jig to the drill hole was off a bit and things are not 90 degrees to the pocket. Oh, you're doing one of them 80%ers. Third one and first time seeing it. That sucks. I've never done an 80% build. Ain't never done one. But it sounds like a good thing to maybe have on hand or to know how to do, to have the tooling for. Oh, poo. Ha! No primer there. This is the one that's stuck. What do you bet? So now we have to come up to about here and do one of these. Ha! Nope. I'm up in here. I see him. Let go, you douche. Use the old dental pickings. Come on. Here we go. Everything's better than expected. Okay, but do I have powder here? What happened? Okay, I have powder there, except I need to prime this one. Did we size? Oh shit. Hi there! You don't want to be like Crowder. He got shut off, didn't he? Functions fine, but wondering about long-term hammer and sear relationship. Okay, yeah, we sized him. We just got to prime him here. Okay, that one's got a bullet. Oh, crap. I screwed it up. That was supposed to be for my nickel piece. Okay, I'll steal one primer. One primer. Where is it? We'll have one CCI primer amongst the rest. Shit. Ah, see, that's where I stopped buying primers. That was my tap out. No more than that, screw that. I have an open one in here somewhere. Ah. Okay. Which side is it open from? Ooh, look at that. We have one extra left over. A whole row's gone except one. This was a match made in heaven. That's just excellent. Okay, we'll put him here. Boop. Perfect. How are you doing, Mr. Texas Outlaw? Good to see you this evening. Welcome aboard, sir. Oversized pens and group might get you out of trouble. Okay, the last one is going to be nickel because it's going to have the only blue bullet out of the group. Okay, we seeded this one. Got to double check for powder so I don't do something stupid. Okay, and this one has a primer. Perfect. Rotate once. Put our new primer in. Make sure it's flipped the right direction, you know. There we go. See, guys, you just gotta pay attention and not throw stuff across the room when you drop a primer. There we go. I think I needed to tighten down my shell plate just a smidgen because it's not holding down that very first one in perfect alignment with the with that first die there. Oh look, it happened to be the CCI primer on the nickel brass compared to all the others. One of these are not like the others. Okay, I'm not going to read that out loud, okay? The finger paint. Well, sir. Okay, then. All right. Last two bullets here. And yeah, truth teller, can we not have those sorts of things in my chat? Thank you, sir. Use the old soldering iron. That'll actually probably do just perfectly. Look at it. We got a blue bullet with a nickel paste and a CCI primer. I'll tell you what. Okay, there we go. That wasn't that bad. You're not wrong, but, you know, I don't want to give them a reason to Uncle Jim me. No offense to Uncle Jim. That's bullcrap. Hell yeah, we're ready here. Ready to go. It just plunked in there fine like. Well, what else should we do? I'm not ready to go to bed. What else you guys want to load or screw around with? So we've got our 2.3 grains and our 3 grains loaded up here with our 148 grain semi-wad cutters. Love the brainstorming minute. Heck yeah. See, that's why this place is great, because there's all these smart people that I get to try and blend in with, even though, you know, I'm pretty much not the brightest light bulb here. Done censoring yourself for the sake of feelings of others. And for you. You know, you're not wrong at all. And I appreciate your channel, Mr. Michael. Your shit's awesome, actually.
Meh.
What happened to Uncle Jim? So I actually missed it, but correct me if I'm wrong. Someone was handling a firearm on the live stream, and handling a firearm on a live stream is not taken kindly around these parts, apparently. But I wasn't there, so someone correct me if I'm a dummy. Well, what else should we do, guys? We can prep some brass, because that sounds like fun. We can load up pretty much anything. I've got some stuff to play with for 223 I've never even touched. We have some more 9mm projectiles I've never tried. I have so much crap that CW have sent me. So I need to try out all that stuff. You'll respect the rules of other folks' channels. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate your respect. Torch the pin really hot and push it in straight. Could work. We were doing everything US. Everything US. Like showing off your American-made stuff. Pick one and start from there. All these references to dummy. Why does that sound familiar? Because I'm a freaking idiot. Do the Plus P Magnum wad cutters now. I don't have any of those pissing hot powders. Maybe. Let me look again. I don't have a ton of the wad cutters left. Maybe another 50. Where are we here? Getting closer. Okay. Yeah, so for the Plus P 148 grain wad cutter, they only list, there we go, Solar 1000, Nitro 1000, number 5, and True Blue, of which I have none. Smart enough to get out of Greencastle. Yeah, that was a no-brainer. Yeah, Dave, you're totally right. Good call there. And it does. More of that nonsense just breeds it, and people start going, yeah, this is the normal here in this channel, which it's not. So we're going to keep it that way. Okay, so what else do we have? This says 146 grain jacketed bullet with long shot, which I've been using a lot lately. I've got tight group. We can try a few of those. I have unique. That's where I found the unique data. We could do like 4.5 maybe, start down there. I don't know, man. I'll start following the rule of law once the a-holes in our government do as well. That's a pretty good way to put it. But they will never do such things, so why should we? Need some moderators in here. Here. Let me do that. I was thinking about that here. Uncle Jim. Add moderator. Michael Signs. Is it Signs? Right? Am I saying it correctly? Thorzax, MCK. James. I don't see anyone else in the chat there. U-term, it is quickly turning into twatter. Boom. Twatter. I never did the whole twatter thing either. Never got into twattering. Okay, so do I feel like switching over the Dylan to a different caliber? Different cartridge. Why do I say it like that? YouTube loves and protecting trolls. That's what it seems like. I've heard you've had a couple lately, which is unfortunate because there's nothing that you can do about it. Bunch of BS. I mean, I guess we can block them, but they'll just make a new email, new account, whatever, spam as much as they want. I feel essential now. Hey man, don't let the power go to your head. I'll take it away in a second. Or, you know, probably not. I don't know. Use your discretion. Okay, do we want to do some more 38 special? Do we want to do some 9mm? 300 blackout, 223, 35 Remington. That's, or 350 Legend. Yeah? Yeah? Hey, James Pollard, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you hanging out, sir. I don't actually know how much longer we'll be on here. Depends if we get on another project or not. After Facebook and what they did to me, it was pretty much almost done with social media. Well, it's all crap. I haven't used... I used Facebook for work for the last... Well, I haven't actually used it in probably 3 or 5 years, but before that, it was only for work. You got Lee 105 grain semi-wide cutters. They are still en route, I do believe, sir. I like that Scotsman. He's a troll killer. His eyeball starts twitching back and forth when he gets one. Ha! That's awesome. I like Scotsman. He's a good dude. Good dude. Okay, we can even trim some brass. Who wants to trim some brass? That'll probably sound annoying as hell if I turn on the Case Prep Center. Never mind, I won't torture you guys with that one. We can size a bunch of brass, though. I only have like 30 pounds of 223 to process. Ugh. Ugh. It's gonna suck. But I do have some new 223 bullets to play with. We've got some 62 grain full metal jackets, as well as some 62 grain soft points. Haven't tried the soft point yet. And I ran out of the powder that I was using with the full metal jacket 62 grain. So either way, we have to start a new load. Unless we want to do some 55 grain plinkers and just load up something and crap out like 50 of those real quick. Any suggestions, fellers? Put this crap up. Is anyone, Novus Reloader, you've been playing with this, right? I bought one of these and then haven't done much with it since. I was lucky enough to find more primers that I felt comfortable using part of my stockpile. So, haven't touched the Primall yet. Let's see you dump all that powder back. Hey, I did pretty good with the Trail Boss. Get in there. Don't you have some super heavy 9mm you wanted to try? I have the mold here, actually. I haven't cast it yet. Let me see. Oh gosh. drawers full of junk. Oh, this guy here. Anybody have experience with this fun feller? It's a 358, but I'm going to size them to 356 for 9mm and maybe 38, or definitely 38 Special is 358. But 350 Legend is what I meant as 356. So that could be a fun, heavy 9mm. And then we got this guy, the classic 124 Tumble Lube. I need to rob a set of handles off one of my other molds, though. But I need a day off to cast. The vid you did about the primer that failed to torch the powder was Primol. That's right. I remember that. You have it, but you've not tried it. Okay. Michael hasn't tried to make his own primers yet using the compound. He bought it about 2 or 3 years ago. Ah. For percussion caps. See, I would have done it, but it's corrosive, which isn't a big deal. But it's just another thing that I have to worry about and deal with afterwards. And usually I'm pretty lazy about cleaning my guns, so, you know, who knows how long they would sit with that nice corrosive compound just eating away at my barrels. 124 is nice. I actually got some of those from Booze and Bullets also, and I rather enjoy them, yes, indeed. So I thought I'd definitely wanted that one. So I found it. And it was only like, Mid-South had it for their normal price. It was like $43 or something, I want to say. Maybe. But then Midway had them for $62, I think. Midway, they're getting out of hand. Old Larry, he's getting out of hand. You got a big cutoff of one. Oh, I've seen that. Dave, you're so freaking smart. You just tip it up and you got the handle even if you want it. I know what you're saying. Have I ever loaded some hot 357 Magnum? Nope, I only do 38 Special. I do not have anything in 30 or 357 Magnum at this time. Being novice, I think I'll wait to get back into the Primol again. Too many variables. Yeah, I could see how that would be overwhelming if you're just getting into it. You're like, is my powder charge good? Is my seating depth good? Is my crimp good? You have to worry about all that crap along with, is my powder or is my primer going to actually go off? That sounds like a lot to handle if you're just brand new at this stuff. I don't think Larry's at the wheel anymore. He probably left for vacation early last year, and he's still on his yacht. Maybe. I don't know. I'm full of crap. But yeah, Midway, they're getting a little greedy. I know the market's apparently willing to pay it, but, you know. Apparently people are willing to pay it, so they're giving the market what they're willing to pay for. So yeah. Wonder if the Primol is corrosive? Yeah, it is, Corey. That's what I was saying. It is totally corrosive, and that's why I was kind of avoiding it. So it is great to have around because I don't think it's ever going to age. It comes with the 4 different compounds, which I forget. But as long as they're separated and kept in a dry, you know, somewhat humidity-free environment, it should last almost indefinitely, kind of like powder. These look big and heavy. I don't know if they're 9mm-able. CW sent me these. I'm going to see what they weigh, but they're 356, it says. So if they're heavy, I can kind of play with this kind of heavy load and maybe work on that. Ooh, 156. This would probably be better in the Legend. 156. 155.4. 156.5. 156.5. Remember when Midway had a 2-page news print flyer once a month? I actually got one of those last year, but I don't think they put the pricing on anything. It was like, check website or call for availability. Well, it was some of that nonsense. And then also it was like a bunch of hunting equipment and cameras and crap that there's no shortage of. So it was like 90% boots and socks and overalls and stuff like that. And, you know, mostly no ammo or reloading stuff. Let's make a matchbook match 38 special load. Corey, what's a matchbook match 38 special load? I'm totally down. You just got to fill me in, brother. We're already set up here, so, you know. But if I dump this, 700X is off the table. I'm not putting it back in once it comes out. Okay, deal? We'll have to find a different powder. Are we doing it? Cleaning after using corrosive stuff isn't much harder though, but I'm using Glocks. Don't you just, you can use like water and, you know, dish soap or whatever, and then just make sure to oil it up really well afterwards? Isn't that the procedure? Got to keep this dummy around from a wad cutter there. Trying to find a link in the video of some guy doing that. Oh, like actually using match heads as the propellant. No, running 700X. Well, Johnny, should we do more 38 specials or should we move to 9mm? No load development tomorrow, just plinking. Woo! Heck yeah, brother. Clean up, aisle 3. Aisle 3. Warm water. I got you. Water bottle smash. It just listed the stuff they offered. Reloading stuff, bullets, brass, and presses and dies. Yeah, free shipping. What? Okay, 700X, 9mm. Okay. Please, he says. Fine, okay. Don't yell at me. All right, Johnny wants some 9mm 700X. Now we got to find a freaking bullet. I think I was using 3.4 grains with my 125s. Well, shoot, let's find some bullets too, I guess. Okay. So first I'm going to switch the press, and then we'll go for projectile and things, okay? So I actually need the other tool head stand, which is hiding down here. Oh, golly. There we go. It's a classic. Look at that one. It's an old feller. Okay. Oh gosh, don't lose the pin. Okay. We're going to take this off. Okay, don't knock it over. It's full of powder. I gotta get the other tool head on here. Oop, don't lose the funnel. I got this badass 3D printed stand too. Pretty awesome. I like these. All right, 9 millimeter. Got the Lee dies, but I'm using a RCBS cedar so that I can use the Lee die for crimping, so that it's not done in one step. Yep. Come on, what am I doing here? There we go. Checks your credit card orders require a week of processing. Fastest way was money order or COD. Nice. All right. I guess I should have left off the tool head, but yeah. Pooh. Got ahead of myself. Gotta take out your locator pins. And then we need the 9 millimeter set. We'll keep those separate because I'm a dummy and I'll mix it up. And then first we need the set screw to come out of the side over here that locks in the rod that goes down the middle. I believe that is this wrench. Pop. Okay. That guy's loose. And this one's probably just finger tight. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We can bring her down. I like to keep this pushed down, my shell plate and the little indexing guide, whatever you call the silver part. And usually it doesn't get caught, and I can do it by hand pretty easily. There we go. Okay, I lied. There we are. Keep this together. Shell plate comes off. We're done with the 38 special. The reloading bench is looking better. If it wasn't for chat, you would have cleaned it. Or wouldn't have cleaned it. Ah! Well, that's good. So now we're going to do it backwards. We've got a new shell plate and new locator pins. We're going to start with the plate. It falls on there and there's a little ball to guide it. Somewhere. Whoop. This goes right back on top. You'll feel it line up. There's some holes and such. And then again, I'll keep it pushed down while I go in. And just when it's starting to bite, I'll back off again. And then I'll hold that and give this a test spin to see where it's biting. So I can back out just a smidge and it'll be perfect right there. So now we can lock our set screw. Done! Now we're ready for the 9 millimeter. Jerry's coming over and your bench is a mess. Uncle Jim. Ah, there we are. You better get your bench together, sir. Jerry might never forgive you. Hey, yeah. That's moving nice and freely. Camera's not focused at all. Ooh, maybe not. Okay, whatever. It needs the shell plate and all that. So now we can go over here. By shell plate, I meant tool head. And then we can remove this that I'm going to knock everywhere, and you guys are going to watch me spill a whole pound of powder. Loosen that up. It helps when you have the correct size tool. Not open enough. And you can't see at all what I'm doing, but whatever. Okay, here we are. See, it's beautiful. It's portable. Someday I'll just, get multiple of these, but this is way cheaper. And you can see it only took about a minute. Don't want to get that fully secured yet. There we go. Now that we're aligned, we can lock this in. Make sure that's seating all flush like. Beautiful. You'll see it's not actuating because there's no case. Oh, but we're good to go. Okay, 9mm with 700X. We need to find a bullet. Let me get cleaned up here. I'm not sure I want to use these 155s for this just yet. I'm going to save them for now. But we have several other options here, so no worries. Oh God. Except I can't get to my stuff here. Where are you? Ah. Okay, this is what we'll do. This looks fun. Gonna call it, Michael, you have a wonderful night. Check these guys out. This is an NOE 358-130 hollow point. Also sent in by Booze and Bullets. Look at that. Very nice. Look into the quick disconnect on eBay for your powder drop. I think I've heard of that, but I never actually looked at it. So do we want to do these hollow points here? I've got a boatload of berries. I have maybe, see, I want to do about 50, so I don't know if I have 50 of other varieties. So I want to at least get 50 of them done. So we can do these hollow points. I might have some of my own 125s. Let's see what other options we have. We have these. These ones are mine. They're currently 358, however. Those will do nicely. All right, we'll go with the NOEs there. All right. Do we need CCI 500s, 550s, or the Unis Genexes? Pick a primer. 3, 2, 1, go. Now we'll revert to our Lee manual here. There we go. 124, 125, 130. All they have is Vitivari. Ooh, heck yeah, look at this. Copper plated 130, 700X, 3.5 to 3.9. Heck yeah, we're doing it. Use the Unix, save the others. That's fair. Those are nice. You got an awesome mushroom out of one of them. Heck yeah. They're probably the same batch maybe, so if yours are mushrooming and all badass like, perhaps mine might be as well. Okay, so we can use 700X and hit 998 feet per second, or go to long shot and gain 120 feet per second over that. But no, we've got 700X already set up. Not the Lee toilet paper again. Come on, Jim. It's not that bad. Here, okay, I'll get my own binder that I made. Okay. Here we go, looky. My own little binder. Vitivari and 340 is great for 9mm. I ain't got the money for that stuff. Jeez, what do you think I am? Them's expensive. See how small I had to print it to get it all to fit within like 30 pages? 125 plus P, 130. Ooh, okay. Okay, here you go, Uncle Jim. 700X, 130 grain, 3.5 to 3.9. And it's not from the Lee manual, okay? All right. Oh, nice. They also have clays, long shot, tight group. And yeah, very nice. Okay. 3.5 to 3.9. What do you fellers think? What do you fellers think? 3.7, right in the middle. Nice and mild. Pretty sure to function, hopefully. 3.7, maybe? Yeah, what's our seating depth here? 1.15, okay. Hope we have luck with 700X. You have 2 pounds of it. I've already used probably 3 pounds of 700X between 38 special and 9 millimeters, so you'll definitely have some luck with it. All right, there we go. Got to get all situated. All right, so we're going with the 3.7. That sounds nice and mild. All right. I'm going to have to take a restroom break here soon. I was drinking an energy drink when we first started. And now, you know. What 135 grain bullet is in the manual? In the Lee manual or in my crappy printed out one I stole from the internet? I'll take a look here for you. I think it said Acme. I think we said Acme here. Yeah. And that's almost the same load. It's hard to hold this thing here. Acme, round nose, 700X, 3.4 to 3.8. So that's pretty much the exact same thing. Let's actually weigh a few and see what they're at. I don't know if the different colors indicate a different batch. Are you in the market for a chronograph? It is something I do need, but not something I want to spend money on right now. 129.5. 128.1. 129. 128.2. 128.6. 128.7. 127.8. So they're right at 128, 129, I think, somewhere in there. Good enough. We'll use the 130 data. 3.7 grains of 700X sounds just swell. You ever notice the tiny little flakes of different color in there? Ooh, there's little white dots. At least you have something to compare bullets, unlike the Lee toilet paper. You really do not enjoy that piece of literature, do you? Hey, I'm not going to judge you, Uncle Jim. I guess we need some brass, though. Go to the bathroom, we will return to a better frame of mind. Well, heck, if you fellers can hold on for 2 or 3 minutes, let's all go take a break. Yeah, let me find some brass and then we'll go. Sound good? Oh, crap. My barrel of 9 millimeters buried behind all the other barrels. Oh, shit. God. It's a mess down here. It's a mess over here. Oh, God. And see the bucket I have this in? I have the lid on it. It's too big to go through. So I have to take the lid off before the bucket will bend. Also, industrial strength desiccant pack. Heck yeah. Cool sick break. Have the book and like Lee stuff so you can talk. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, yeah, you have lots of Lee stuff. There's probably 50 of them. Beautiful. All right, regroup in 3, 2, 1. Oh man, that was awesome. You didn't take the bathroom book, Jim. It was a number 1, not a number 2. Okay? Okay. Although it would be some good reading material. Do you just hate the Lee book compared to the Lyman, or you just hate it all together? Frogs in the background? Probably not. Maybe cicadas or whatever the hell's out there. Are those desiccant packs able to be recharged? I think so. You like throw them in the oven on super low or something and it evaporates any of the moisture that they've absorbed. Now it's like watching a government worker or a poll worker. Why? Because absolutely nothing happened that whole time? Okay, let's see. Should still be dropping 3 grains, I think. That's what we stopped on, right? So, let's get our scale zeroed with our case. Okay. Oh yeah. 3.1. So what did we decide on? 3.7? Can anyone confirm that, or should I look it up again? Let's see what number 2 read. Yeah, 3.1 there. So we'll give her about a half a turn. Someone came in with a suitcase and swapped your gear while I was gone? Ah. Well, that tends to happen when nobody's looking. Or perhaps just looking the other direction, right? Okay, we'll run this a few times and see where we get. Look it up, haven't used 700X, no clue. I know, Jim, I just looked it up. 3.7 is what you said. Thank you, Mr. Novus Reloader. I'm writing it down here. 3.7. Can't read it because it's in bright orange, but you know. Uncle Jim fell asleep on his chat. Huh. Well, I can see how that's possible because yours are always like 8 hours long and you're going until like 5 in the morning or whatever. I would totally pass out too. Okay, what do we got? What do we got here? Still says 3.1. I don't trust it. Okay, 3.2 when I move it. Now it jumped to 3.5. What the? 3 point. This scale is baloney. Anyone use Ed's Red? Is it worth making a batch? Booze and Bullets swears by it. He's got a couple videos using it, I believe. Go check out his channel if you've not done so. 3.5. Okay, that's what it's reading. We'll just give it a slight bump here. Trying to hit 3.7. We'll make sure to cycle it a few times so it levels out. Mm-hmm. 3.7. Okay, so I'm actually going to get, since the 9mm case is so stinking tiny, I'm going to get a little measuring scaly pan and do about 5 and see what we get. Okay. Everybody's favorite, the RCBS pan. Look at that. Toss her on there. Tear it out. Did I adjust it the wrong direction? Whoopsie. Mr. West Covina Dodge, how are you doing, sir? Welcome aboard. Okay, what do we got here? 3.7, please. Oh, it says 3.2 again. What the hell? Time to try a fake Wowoo scale. Jim, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. Okay, we're only at 3.3. Apparently we need to go back up. Because, you know, we turned it the wrong way. Get out of there. Okay. Okay, cool. 3.7, please. 3.5. Aren't you guys glad I cut all this crap out of the other videos? Okay, yeah, it's 3.7. We need, sorry, it's at 3.5. We need 3.7. Doing fine. Just did 100 rounds of 9mm going to Vegas this weekend and shoot Glocks. Like them fully automated Glocks. Like them Glocks we saw on that website. Okay, this scale's pissing me off here. Give me 3.7. Hey, there it is. Okay. Now can we get it to repeat? Okay, 7.3 is pretty close to what we needed after 2. Just lost a wrench, I think. Okay. What's 3.7 times 5? Math is hard. 18.5? No, 17.5. Boom, we're good. Good to go. Let me just double check that because, you know, just because. 3.7 times 5. 18.5. Oh, this is... I think my scale is messing with me here. I did turn on the air, so this vent that you've seen is probably just blasting it. What a great spot to set up, right? Okay, well that's clearly short. We'll increase it some more. Where are we at? Pat has no F to give. Well, that's good. I have a couple of Fs, but not a whole lot of them left. I'm roughly all out of Fs. Approximately nearly F-less. Okay, finally, let's try this again. 3.7, please. I want to load some ammo. Is this thing possessed or something? Plus. I feel like I've added an extra turn since last time I thought it said the right number. But it's probably late and I'm probably going in circles back and forth and back and forth. But we'll get it here. Just a little patience, son. Bring it down a notch there. Well, now it says 3.9 and I don't want that many of them. Mm-hmm. 3, 4. I hope this works. Circle back. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and we'll circle back with you later. We'll have to get with our directors and circle back. Let me speak to my advisor and we'll circle back here. Also, we're at the proper powder charge. Score. Let me do 5 more just to see the 10 throw average to make sure this scale isn't total bleh. Because I know it is. Seven. Scale is like the Lee manual. This scale is totally on a league of its own. One more. So what's the load? We've got a 130 grain NOE hollow point with 3.7 grains of 700X. Yeah, perfect. We're good to go. Okay, finally, go back in the bucket. Locator pin. Now we have to set up our seating stem. So we'll take him out about 6 miles so I don't screw stuff up. First time you've ever watched a live stream? Well, Mr. Novus Reloader, this is only my 3rd time actually having streamed, so how about that? That's not it. That's not it. Oh, you know what? I think these are actually 358. I probably have to size these too. Ha! Good morning to you all, Mr. Rune. Welcome aboard. Thank you for joining us. You have 84,000 grains. 3, 5. Yeah, I gotta size these. Okay. Okay. We had to do this before the 38 specials, so we'll move over here to the sizing die. But so far we're good on our powder. We got that, and then we have to load primers as well. Okay. This is fun! It actually is. Just imagine me like talking to myself, trying to record a video. That's probably funny to watch. Alright, I'll get out the sizing die here. Gotta migrate back over here to the 356. Oh, once again, my desk is just clustered. Let's put you back over here. Gently. Actually, keep that one. Use the 3D printed one because it sticks to not that one, apparently. Okay. Don't unplug the webcam. There's a dummy. Move all this crap out of my way. Oh yeah, if you guys saw the last range report, is this totally normal? Is this, and by normal I mean like it's not sealing properly, so we have some leakage. Is that what's going on, by the way? I'm not over pressure, I'm not blowing stuff up. Right? Okay. Oh. I won't count them out with my hillbilly tray this time, Uncle Jim. I'll just try to actually count to 50 in my head, which isn't going to work. Oh yeah, here we go. We gotta move this over for you guys to get in on the action. Ah! There we go. You can see my digits. Okay, there we go. Oh, we don't need that. Yeah, so we're going for 356 here. Don't use long shot, but that much shit don't look good. So that's what I thought. But a couple people just said maybe try to crimp harder or seat it deeper to have a higher initial pressure to create a seal, which makes sense. But I'm a dummy. I'm new here. No, go ahead. I thought you were standing up your bullet's size. No, just counting out, you know. Let's all count together. Oh, yeah, these actually need sized. Yep. 1, 2. Okay, I'm not actually going to count to 50 out loud. But I will forget where I'm at. 10. It's 1T, hopefully, maybe. 22. People laugh at your counters. Dude, I love that thing. That would be so helpful. 25, I hope. Counting is hard, especially when you only know half the alphabet. Thoughts on the Lee Bulge Buster kit for 9mm cases? I have personally never used a Bulge Buster kit for any 9mm. I also do not have a Glock. So, I don't have bulged cases, but all my brass has been range pickup from probably lots of Glocks. But I've never had the problem. I'm just going to do a side bet that 48 of them end up on the floor. That's probably close to accurate. But I lost count now, so I'm just going to do like, you know, more than I need, hopefully. Use the Mac die and it's fine. Is that a smaller diameter? According to a SIG armorer, I know that soot suggests too little pressure, but I don't know if that applies to other types of firearms. It makes sense, because if you think about it, it's igniting and the bullet's leaving and there's gases coming back, and if the case hasn't fully pressurized and formed to the barrel or chamber, then there's going to be some of that blow by, thus the streaks on your case, based on low pressure. But if you have higher pressure, it will create a full seal and you won't have that. So that makes sense based on what everyone has said. And I've heard that before. I just needed y'all's expert opinions. Are we at 50 yet? I'm just going to go for a while. But I don't want to do all of them. Well, there's 1 out of 48 on the floor. Can we use our toes and pick it up? Oh, yeah. Score. We're back to 0. Is anyone counting? You just explained it basically how he did. Yay, I'm an armorer. This has got to be 50, right, guys? Okay, good. Good deal. Sounds great. Haven't dropped 1 yet. I guess we dropped 1, but we picked it up too. 1, 8, 42, 70. We probably are at 70 and you're trolling me, Jim. Okay, cool. We have at least 50 bullets, right? Primers are much flatter than the ones you had on your 9, but you load for 45. See, that's the flattest primer I've ever had on any 9mm, and I've loaded a couple thousand rounds at least. So it was just barely the first sign of flat. So it's probably fine. I just need to up it more. Okay, back to the priming. We need, we said Genix, right? Going with the Genix. Close your eyes, don't look. Stop it. Oh, poop. There goes my powder-coated bullets versus smokeless powder test. Dylan should make a single stage so your bench will match. Well, have you not seen Jim's cute little Lee? He made it blue. I'm sure we could RCBS it, or we could Dylan up the RCBS. Okay. So last time we used the RCBS flip tray for the 9mm. We're going to switch out to the MTM Tactical Match Grade priming flip tray. 50. Oh yeah, here we'll show the people. Ooh. Don't that purty some? Okay, how many of the primers will end up on the floor? I wonder if you can work harden pistol brass. Probably, but it'll just crack eventually at that point. But I've never heard of people having to trim their pistol brass. This one is open. Yeah, there we are. This week on Pimp Yo Press. Hey dog, I heard you like presses, so I put a press on your press so you can press while you're pressing. Right? Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. That was the second fastest time that that's ever happened. Earlier was the first fastest. That was the second fastest. Need the old tubey. Damn it. Is that one upside? Okay. I thought we almost flipped one there. That was... Okay, Jim said it was depressing, and Novus said it's impressive, so... have you never seen the meme with Ice Cube on it? This was back before memes were like a thing. But it's like, I heard you like this, so I put this on your that so you can do this while you're doing that. Essentially, because he says that a lot apparently. I don't know, man. Ford light blue powder coat that mug. Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Does your press have spinners on it? This week on Pimp My Press. Yeah, see, it's not even tight until there. So I don't know what's causing this light, the slight hang up on that last primer. You don't recall, sorry. Well, that's probably good because it was silly, Okay, we've got primers, we've got powder, we have set up our seating die. Can we do this reloading thing yet? Is it time to actually make ammo? Can you actually hear me? Because this is like 12 feet away. Hello. Hello there. You're not a rap guy, but you played one in the videos. Yeah, I'm also not a rap guy. I digress. Here we are to load some 9mm. Ooh, look at this. The difference between clean and dirty media. Are you ready? If you still dry tumble, which I do, this is what you're going to run into. Whoop. See how the one on the left is nice and shiny, and the one on the right is dull and dusty. Ewy. And then we can even rub some dust off of it. And it's shinier? Question mark. Whatever. All right, let's do this. Oh, beautiful. Boink. Perfect. Oh, it was even a Gila. Boop. Okay. 3.7 grains of 700X. Oh, yeah. Let's look at our case fill here. Oh, oh, where are we? You can kind of see. It's probably right here. Let's compare it to our Dum Dum. Where'd I put that guy? Well, I don't know. We'll have to inspect it later. The dusty one won't catch as much on the flare. You're right. It does act as a dry lubricant. What kind of media do you use? This was walnut, but I used to use corn cob. But then I found walnut on Chewy, so when I buy my dog food, I get like 6 pounds of walnut bird media for $5 or whatever. So it's a pretty, you know, pretty cheap way to tumble. I just need to change the media sooner, apparently. Okay, we've got a case. It's full of powder. We're going to turn it. This one should have had primer put in it. Okay, good. Just making sure. We'll seat our bullet here. Oh yeah, we didn't do the dummy round, did we? Right? Am I crazy? Am I falling asleep? We didn't do the seating stem, right? This is still way out here. Guys, come on. Okay, primed, old, primed and full of powder. We're gonna dump you. Okay. We need to size one. Then I need to expand it and dump the powder back in. And then we can make our Dum Dum round. Check the volume. That's what I was just trying to do that, but I realized we didn't have a dummy round set, so I couldn't compare it to anything. Okay, so I just dumped the powder there. This one is unprimed. Okay. That's not even touching. Okay, it's actually touching right there. But we can go down about 4 miles. Yeah, getting there. We're getting there. This is a really long bullet. It actually sticks out pretty far. The book I saw says 1.15, which is, I'm pretty sure, like the SAAMI maximum overall. Oh, look at there. 1.145. Should we go a little closer to that ring there? Should we move it in a little further? Or should we run with it? 1.145. I'm going to go down just a hair based on differences in bullet variations and such. So we'll take a couple thousandths or two out of it. Snug that and make sure our lock ring is down there. I can live with this, I believe. We'll crimp it. And then I can plunk this one on screen because it's not a firearm. I just need to get the thing and take it apart. Oh. Okay, little bitty Hellcat barrel. Plunkage. Bloop. Oh wow, that's way out there. What's wrong, feller? Oh good, my bullet's like not quite concentric. You have a book on that bullet? No, the crappy stuff I printed off the internet said a 130 grain bullet was seated that far, which is pretty close to where the little crimp groove is anyways. But I'm probably going to come down a bit more and wonder why it's not plunking in here. Yeah, look, we're not in there. We're not in there. Let me see the other barrel. Okay.
Come on.
There we go. Okay, so it's a tight plunk into this one. Then the OAL is up to you and volume equals pressure. That's a fair assessment, Mr. Jim. There's not a lot of this bullet in the case. We have lots of room for this bullet. But I will go down a little bit further because we're not quite at that little crimpy groove thingy. Little bit. That's way better looking. Bullet profile is too blunt. Totally possible because this is a 358 bullet, I'm pretty sure. Well, that was better. Still sticks right at the end, but it goes in. Hear that? Maybe my barrel's just dirty. Yeah. Okay, we'll try this one. No. And it's gone. Yeah, let me go find that. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh gosh, I'm too old for this. Oh, it's not too far. Yeah, that's weird. Do I need to keep going in further? That's why the Lee manual likes to give an OAL to an unnamed bullet. That didn't come from the Lee manual. Wow. Sorry. Let me actually see. It'll list the source for me. This is my own crappy thing I printed off from shootersreference.com, which is pretty much a free database of most sources. 125, 130, there we go. This is, okay. This is for, overall length is listed for a Barry's plated round nose. I wasn't aware that they made a 130 grain round nose 356 bullet. That's kind of cool. Let's go a little deeper. That's what she said. Because, you know, you don't have to line up with that, because when we crimp, we're not trying to actually stick it in the groove. We're just closing up the expansion. So we can go deeper yet.
Yeep. Yeep.
Okay, we're now over that groove. Yeah, wow. Look how much this is sticking out. Like the case head should be level with this piece here. Compared to this, that one moves totally free, where this one stops right there. Well, just out of curiosity, I'm going to see how short we have to go before it works in this barrel. Just for science. It is very ogivy. Beep. We're getting there. I mean, really, if it were a smooth-sided bullet, we could go all the way to right where that shoulder starts, which would give us plenty of clearance. Oh, yeah. That's a lot shorter. Walter pointed that out in his manual video. He's like, yeah, why did they do that? Try 1.12. Let's see where we are. Yeah, I'm way out still at 1 point. No, I'm down at 1.08. Wow. 108. Still not fitting. Well, damn. Well, dang. Let's keep going. Ah. So we're down to here. In our case, that's still not bad. Wait till we try the 150s. Yep. Throat on the barrel is too narrow. It's almost a wad cutter. Hey, we were doing some wad cutters. Yeah, I might have to not load this bullet here for the 9mm. We're almost there, though. I just want to see how short we get. It's just a whittle, guy. And we're shaving off all kinds of powder coating. Not there yet. That's incredible. What's in there? What's blocking our stuff? I don't know. I mean, you know, my eyes can't tell a difference from there, but it's a floor model. Deal with this all the time using 38 style bullets and 9mm for suppressed. Okay, there's 105, which actually, this was the first thing I ever cast. Or the first 9mm I cast, which is actually, this is the 358 125 flat nose. And this one works. And it's really short. But actually here, they fed and functioned and fired, but when you do the plunk, it's just barely not there. Jim, I wouldn't. Clearly I'm testing it before I load it full of powder and send it. The book's just a guideline. We're going down further yet. This is going to be silly. It's so cute looking now. You could put like 2 grains of tight group in here. Call it. Okay. Getting kind of funky. Let's crimp her. Just for science or whatever the heck. So tiny. Ooh. Oh yeah, I can finally feel it head spacing properly. But it's just barely. A little more. Okay. It's never gonna fully plunk, but I bet if I put it in the magazine, it would go in and out. We can spin it without it catching. It's probably just dirty. But what are we at? Let's see here. 1.03. That is a short projectile. Compared to the one... There's 1.15. We're that much shorter. Did we crimp it? Yes, sir. We have crimped. We crumped it. But there is some powder coat smeared on the side, so that could be affecting things as well. Oh, hear it? Arrgh. We figured it out, fellers. And there's our final seating depth. Which is 120 thousandths. Wow. Should you bring down the powder weight to allow for the smaller volume? Of course, sir. Indeed, most definitely, yes, 100%. But let me see where we're actually at with the case fill. Beep. Okay. Yeah, we're a little full at this point here. So, it's pretty close. I think we can go to maybe 3.4 or 3.5 from 3.7. Maybe. What do you guys think? Does that make sense? Can't believe he's so tiny. Yes, our pressure will spike huge. Okay, well, we found an OAL. Barely works. We'll lock that down there. Yeah, he's shorter than my 125. Crunch and it'll be fine. Oh, yeah. Full-on compressed loads of 700X, brother. Okay, we'll go out just a hair. Go out a hair. Gotta move more crap and set up the scale again. Try not to lose all these parts here. No, bad, no. Yeah, no. If you're listening and you're uncertain, don't ever make giant full compressed pistol loads. We'll run it a few times just to get it settled in. And 357 and 44 mag, I run compressed loads with Vitivori and 110. Well, as far as speaking to someone like Novus Reloader who might not know, because they're new, we can avoid filling up our pistol cases as full as they'll go. So that says 3.5. Let's see what we're at after a couple. Face masks are on aisle 5. I haven't actually seen anybody wearing a face mask in like a couple months here in Tennessee. It's pretty cool. Okay, let's see some. Here we go. That's 5 charges. It's 17.7. Let's do some math here. 3.54. That sounds great. Yeah. 3.5. Okay, that sounds more reasonable. Let's check our capacity again. Jim, you need to watch your language there, sir, or I'm going to have to put you in the timeout button. I just kid. Okay, static. How does the bullet jump in the Hellcat compare to that of a Glock? As far as going like from the magazine, don't punch your primer tube. From the mag into the chamber, or elaborate, please, sir. Aren't all the Vihori powders sticks? Like IMR, they're all sticks. Okay. What I'm going to do actually, we're going to take this here Sharpie thing and mark on the case. Okay. That's a big, thick Sharpie scribble, but you know. From fired into the lands? I have no freaking idea. I didn't know that was something people measured for pistols. Okay, here's our... We can now see our capacity. And 3.5 is still above it. So we're going to try 3.3 even. So I got to make sure we go the right direction. Yes, I'm also poor. No Vihori powders here. Oh, I spilled 2 flakes. I was going to say I can almost double charge this, except it's like mounding over the top. Okay, it was way more than 2 flakes. .9. I don't believe you. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what the number says. We're just looking at volume, right? Okay. That might be 3.2. But let's see here. Vihori is almost all you can get in Norway. Also, Norma powders are available. That's awesome, though. I've never used any Norma powders. I have a Norma reloading book for, I don't know why, but I've never shot any of their bullets, none of their ammo, none of their powders. Okay, here's our 3.2-ish load. Still probably hard to tell. I'm going to keep coming down because I like keeping my face intact. Okay. Now I gotta wonder if it's gonna be enough to push the bullet out. Well, we'll be okay. Or function the action. Yeah, we'll see here. I don't actually know when I'll be able to get to the range next, so these could be sitting for a while. Been able to tell that the lands in my G26 are closer to the breech than in the 17. Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah, like Mark says, he checks 3 different barrels. I have to check both of these because if I just went off of the one that I've tried before, it would have totally, not worked at all. And the second one. It'll shoot and function. 700 is a shotgun powder. It's very fast. It is actually very fast. How fast? I don't know. I think it's like number 4 or 5 on the burn rate chart, actually. It's way up there on the front end. I think in this case, tight grip would be a good powder. You're probably right. But we're set on some 700X here today. I do need to find some more tight group. Although I have been finding issues with the whole powder coating thing. So, I don't know. Damn, it's 4 in the morning here. Okay, it still says we're 3.5. I need like 3.2-ish. It's a good thing this adjuster thing is apparently, it has a lot of resolution, so you can get it really dialed in. But if you want to make a large jump, it's kind of hard to do. Okay, what are we at now? 3.1. Yeah, let's see how that looks. Tight grip is good for 9 and 231 for heavy bullets. Yeah. Okay. Well, that looks way better. That looks better. I might come down to 3 though. Excuse me. Might come down to 3 grains. 700X and tight grip are very similar. Indeed. But clearly 700X is a flake, whereas tight group is like very fine sand. That stuff will get everywhere. Still says 3.1, but I think it's wanting to be 3 because the scale is dumb, like I said. Maybe not, that's 6.2. Come on. Shouldn't take this long to dial in, but better than blowing ourselves up, right? Should we maybe only do about should we maybe only do about 20 of these in case something doesn't work and then I don't have 20 or 50 bullets to pull? Is tight wadded flake too? It is, yes. Okay. It looks the exact freaking same. Less. I would only load a few of those to test. That's what I'm thinking. But I've got 2 guns, so I'll do 20, so they each have 10. How about that? How about that? Similar as far as burn characteristics. Right, yes. Okay, I guess we're way low now at 2.6, but whatever. You would only load 5 of them. Well. Okay. Well, I enjoy wasting my components. I'm going to go with whatever the hell it's throwing right now. I think 2.6. Here's our fill. Hard to see. But there's our volume available. Meh. You heading out, Novus Reloader? You have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Should we roll with it? What do you guys think? Am I going to blow myself up? No. Yeah, I don't have a suppressor, but that would be awesome. But the whole, background check and all that, even though I already have a carry permit, so they already have all that information. I don't want to pay the $200 for my freedom stamp. A garage pop. That'd be cool, but I don't even have a garage here, brother. All right. Let's see how consistent it'll throw for a couple. And then we'll do 5 or 10. Just see what happens. $700 produces more pressure. At least that's what the book shows. That's what I thought when I looked at the Lee book here, but they list tight group with CUP, and then everything else is PSI. So I thought one was 11,000 and the other one was 16, but they were way different because they're in different units of measurement, which is just brilliant. Watch Jerry's face when he shoots with a can Friday. It's really fun. I do have a buddy that has a few cans. They are pretty cool stuffs. Okay, gotta get the calculator here. 2.8 grains, how does that sound? Let's see what it looks like. Should we do it? Should we do it? I'm only 120 thousandths shorter than, whatever number I pulled that out of. Wow. Screw it, let's do a few. I'll try one. If I don't get a squib, then we'll see if it'll hold back on an empty magazine, right? Gotta get your angle all right here for you fellers. Woo. Somewhere in there, maybe? Maybe? Sure, let's go for it. All right. Need our locators. And what do you bet? Who wants to bet? Since I didn't set the overall length with all the bases loaded, the first or second ones that come off, they're going to be longer. Right? Right? Needs to go in more. Probably shouldn't do this with cases and stuff on it, but you know. Saw some extra flopping. Okay, we're empty. Can we still index? Oh, yeah. Okay. We're going for it, fellers. I'm going to do maybe 5 or 10. We got a powder. Okay. Okay, folks, here we go. I'm going for it. I mean, we won't see the results of this for a while. I'm fairly certain. Okay, got one more prime case. That goes in here. And now I can do an empty one. Okay. Bullet, powder, brass. Okay. Of course, it's always a Gila that's really tight. Damn it. Okay, here's the first one. Sorry, my throat's all scratchy. They're going to cycle just fine and have 0 pressure signs, is my guess. Well, thanks to y'all's help, that works. I'll take it. It's just like barely longer, like I said. But I feel like with the slide and the spring and it just going home, it should be good, right? Make sure you mark those with the red Sharpie. Oh. It's so short, it's crazy. Yeah, this one, no problem at all. This one, bloop. It goes in, but it's just barely biting. I'm going to step off screen here and see if it goes in and out with the magazine. How about that? I think it'll be just fine. Okay. Okay, here's our thing. I can't show you, but yeah, just fine. Watch this. Ha! I'm going for it. We're doing this, fellers. Looky though. See the ring right on the ogive? That's where it's hitting. But you just saw it. It fed out of the magazine and it came out. So, just, I'm doing it. How about that? That's the first one. One, two, three. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Seven cases. 8 cases. 9. One more. So that'll be our last case there. Been taking around 700X for a while. It's the only reloading shell I know that does, due to lack of availability of powders and dealing with the same issue here in Michigan. Ha! Yeah, it's been one of the only available ones I've seen, you know, available pretty often. And yeah, like Corey says, make sure, or no, where is that? Yeah, check the overall length after we chamber it. I will do that. Because it could be pushing it in further, right? Last one. Okay, there's 10 of them. All right. I'll put a few in the magazine here, I guess. Or, well, I'll do one at a time so I can measure it before and after. How about that? Okay. $1041. Well, it depends where I get it to land on the bullet, just because of the powder coating on the top. We're gonna go with, where's the longest point? 1045. 1045. 1045. 1045. 1045. 1045. Yeah, it's the exact same. We're good. But you can still see that slightest line. Ooh. Just barely kissing on it. Not millimeters, so cute and tiny. You're right, it is. I love it. He's just a cute little guy. Look at him. You know. Okay, cool. Well, that was fun. How should I identify these? The big dummy round dummy loads. So cute and tiny until it blows up and catches fire. And you know, I have a lot of fun trying to translate your emojis on your comments. It's fun. There's lots of bombs, lots of hammers. Well, all right, folks, it's like 4:20 a.m. the 10th of June in the year 2021. Time is flying. It's late. I got to go to bed. I got to get up in a couple hours. Ha! I really appreciate you guys hanging out. It's been really fun. I never thought I'd be on for 4 hours. Draw a bomb on them. I will try. Let's try this real quick. Drawing a bomb. I'll even see if I have a different color for the fuse. Yes, here we go. It won't quite be red. Ah, whoa! Jesus. We're good. We're safe. Okay, we got a bomb. It looks like a turd with some steam coming out of it. We've got a steamy turd here, not a bomb. That's as good as I can do, Uncle Jim. I'm sorry to let you down. But again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate the company. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully we can do this, a couple days a week maybe, or during the week after work sometime. My work schedule is going to be really busy here for the next couple months, so it should be fun. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. We will see you in the next live stream or video. Have a good one.